Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. And in my entry 12, I am going to write about or speak about Dr. Umar Johnson. Yes, Dr. Umar Johnson, a very polarizing person. He's either been called a scoundrel, a thief. Some people called him Pan-Africanist, black nationalist. Some even called him a black racist. Some people called him a good man, a hero to the black community. Whichever you subscribe, then that's where you subscribe. However, I would like to dig in a little bit into his life. I learned about Dr. Umar Johnson maybe about 9-10 years ago, and I have to say I loved his speeches. I loved what he was doing in New York, how he was helping the children that were in special ed, and how he was trying to bring the families together. And I thought that was great, watching his YouTube videos and how he was working with the people in New York and helping them understand special ed, what to say, what not to say, and to keep from being victimized by the schools. What he said, there was a lot of truth to it, and I think what he did back at that time was great, and it was greatly needed, and he most definitely broke into mainstream society in a big way. Excuse me. Now, as we come forth till now in 2021, some people are getting a little impatient and antsy because the schools that he said he wanted to open up, that he took donations for over the years, is still not built. It just been too long. Some people say, people that have donated, some people feel, I have buyer's remorse. I donated money and I don't see anything that happened to my money. I don't see where the school should have been built. You've been collecting money over what, a 9-10 year period, and no school, no nothing. However, now he does have 2 schools. However, they're still being worked on. Now, when I looked at what is it called? It is called wealthypeople.com. You will find the sources that I cite in the description box. 2020, he was worth $500,000. 2021, it's stated that he's worth $1.5 million, depending on which source you deem as correct. Now, I'm thinking $1.5 million. You have all this school debt, collecting money to open up a school. I don't know how that much. I really just don't know. Now, if you look at the schools that he attended, all in Pennsylvania, Millersville University, where he received 2 degrees, one in education, the other one in political science. Then he went to a prestigious school to get his master's program, in a master's degree in clinical psychology in 2009, and his school, and also his PhD in clinical psychology, the osteopathic medicine school, which is extremely expensive. I looked it up, and just for one year, it's $5,400. I'm sorry, $54,000. That's a lot of money. And for 4 years, that's what, over $200,000. That's just for the master's. The PhD is even more. So if he's worth $500,000, that's neither here nor there. However, I digress. Speaking of his father, there were videos out to where his father stated, "Don't give him any money." Other people had said, "Don't donate money to him. He's a fraud. He's a scam artist." I don't know. He does have the schools. He took his video camera and he showed where the schools were. He didn't go inside, but he just showed where they were located. There were no names, no nothing, just two vacant areas across the street from one another. I don't know. I truly don't know. And at one point, you know, I even thought about submitting my resume when he was taking application for teachers and people to gain employment in his schools that he was going to open up. But you know, before my brother passed, he said, "Laura, you move too fast. Just wait, stand still, everything will fall into place." Took me a while, but I learned how to do that. Wait, stand still, and everything will fall into place. And I did that in this situation. And my brother, thank you. He was most definitely right. I do believe Dr. Umar Johnson's heart is in the right place. I do believe he most definitely loves black people. He debates any and everybody for us. I don't know. I truly don't know. And if you have any ideas, please write them down in the subscription box. Not subscription box, but below. Tell me what you think. Tell me where I fell short, and tell me what I could have expounded more on. Thank you for stopping by to the Big Girl Diary.